on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
Oh, good move. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Allen.
That's taken in by Palmer.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down, Bills.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Round 80. We go.
Now Allen off the bootleg.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Round 80. We go.
Here's Allen to throw it.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
What's up?
Cook looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Again, it's Cook. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Allen.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drive anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Cook. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
A solid stiff arm.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
If I play a quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Allen now looks to throw.
That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
To the air, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer from 6 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one's mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
63, 63. Right, set. On anyone, huh?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21.
That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You're talking about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Great, set. Anyone hit?
From the gun, it's Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. We'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Eagles 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They go play action with Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Complete to the middle Hartman. It's a gain of 11. Now 3rd and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
63. On anyone, huh? Hey! Hey!
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. That's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From midfield, here's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Pass on for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Great, set. 73. Alpha, alpha, alpha.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Great, set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Smith. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this will be incomplete. Well, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
At the 31-yard line.
And Hurts going to move him around. Now he's going to step up and run.
This is Smith to the ground. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Jahan Dotson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Hurts will throw.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
And that's brought in by Knight.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
To the air, Allen.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
17 yards. That's another Bills 1st down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Cook up the gut. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Knight.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. First down, here's the run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Regular.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Allen.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Another try for Davis. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And now here's another interception.
And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No, touch that. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. No, touch.
On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. T.J. Sanders able to record his 5th sack of the season. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
And this win was impressive, Charles. And look, they were honest with us this week. They had this game circled on the calendar for quite a while, coming in and taking down the reigning Super Bowl champions.
And you and I both know from experience that having the title reigning Super Bowl champs is a blessing, but a curse when the next season begins, right? Because everyone circles that game on their schedule. They can't wait to come in and play, and they often do things you don't even expect because they figure, what do we have to lose? We're playing the Super Bowl champs.
So for the Bills, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.